Hey, so I tried to record this video earlier, but for some reason it ended up sideways. I'm not the best at editing, so I was like, I'm just gonna record it and try to make it shorter. Anyway, sorry I haven't been posting lately. Like I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been studying for the bar exam, professional law exam, both of those. Now I've been writing books, trying to run a nonprofit. Then at the same time, like take care of my sister, take care of dogs, and not to mention I recently just not getting over stomach flu. So I've been dealing with a lot. But anyway, I just want to give you quick updates about the second annual accounting and then like the two orders that we got today. About a week ago, my niece got a second annual accounting petition from trustee Lynn Marie Adams. Basically, it was two petitions. One to change the anniversary of the accounting, the other one for the approval of the accounting, the second annual accounting. Lynn Marie Adams is the trustee that took over, that wasn't supposed to take over because it was supposed to stay in the family. But Mark Haywood, the corrupt trustee, went and recruited her because he knew she was corrupt so she could continue corruption, even though he resigned. And the court let it happen. Anyway, like, to give you a quick rundown why I said she corrupt. One, she stole my identity, put on my sister's truck to say it was my truck, even though it wasn't, and put stuff in my name without my permission, which is a criminal offense. Two, she let us freeze in the house for 2 weeks because she got mad at our former attorney, Phil Strelly, because he told her, hey, do your job and go get them new furnace. Three, also, she doesn't pay landscape on time. She told landscaper, don't talk to us about what's going on in the property. It took her about a year to get my sister's truck. And then she got the truck, she put it in my name without my permission. And just stuff like that. And then she constantly goes to court and lies. And then she constantly goes to court laughing like that's so funny. She's very unprofessional. And she doesn't know what she's doing. I don't even understand how she became a lawyer this long, considering like she just basically acts like an airhead that works for a lot of guys here. Basically. And then another thing she did wrong, she keep using my sister's money to trust money to pay her legal fees to cover up her wrongdoing. Which in itself is illegal because the only time she's supposed to use my sister's trust money to pay legal fees is to cover the trust itself. The trust supposed to be considered an entity, not to cover her own ass because she's doing stuff with the money she had no business doing. So with that being said, she sent out the accounting. It was vague. It was only like one page or maybe like a half a page with a general statement of what was spent, what wasn't spent. She spent more money than she made. She wants to get paid $44,000 for legal fees, even though she's nobody's attorney. She wants also Kim to pay 3 other law firms legal fees, basically for the people that was covering her up and helping her cover her own ass. So it's basically about maybe $70,000 she wants to pay in legal fees alone just for that one, maybe that 1 year, I believe I understand it correctly. And then like all that in itself is wrong because why should Kim pay any legal fees when you've been doing stuff to her and not help her? One, two, you haven't done any legal service for Kim. You did trustee service, which served yourself. Three, the other 3 law firms are not working for Kim. They're not working for the trust. They're working for Lynn. So Lynn should be paying her own damn legal fees. And I sat down with her over the counter with my sister. She basically said the same thing. She said, like hell no. She said, quote, hell no, she don't want to pay her legal fees and stuff like that. Like, basically, she said, pay her, quote, pay her own damn legal fees. Why am I paying her legal fees when she doing stuff to mess with my money? That's basically what she said. And then I went over the counter with her. I recorded it. I got a transcript of it and everything. So now we're trying to figure out what to do with that. She said she won't object to it. She said she don't like it. But the problem is Lynn had her attorney dismissed, the attorney that was working for her and for her guardian, which is her daughter, and was helping me. She had dismissed for all 3 of us, which I don't understand because they said I wasn't even interested party. So how the fuck y'all gonna tell, excuse my language, but how the fuck you gonna tell me what attorney I can or cannot have? And you say I wasn't even involved in the case, which is not true, but that's what they said. And furthermore, how you gonna tell her guardian, who's not a ward of the court, who's an adult, what attorney she can't have? And then the attorney that they gave her is a yes man for the court. He basically lied, said Kim agreed to the account when she didn't. The reason why I said he lied was because he knows she got memory problems. And we talked to her about that account earlier last year. She said she didn't like it, she didn't approve it. But he got her alone, which she was not supposed to do. Her guardian was supposed to be present at all times at me, but he dismissed the guardian. And then he said something to the effect of, do you approve the account? Yes, 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 without giving her information. And then apparently she said yes, but she didn't have the information, so that shouldn't even count. So basically what this court do, they said she incapacitated when it benefits them. They said she's not incapacitated when it benefits them. So now it benefits to say that she's not incapacitated because she said yes to the county. But other times when she wants to speak up for herself, oh, she's incapacitated. They go back and forth. So, with that being said, my sister says she wants to approve, not approve. She doesn't want to approve the county. She wants to deny the county. It's all on recording. She says she object to it and all this other stuff. So, because the attorney that she has can't be trusted, now, and they dismissed the attorney they dismissed the attorney that she selected, that was selected by the guardian, whatever. Now the guardian had to do legal research using different tools to try to figure out a way to write the objections to the court. And basically go talk to people that have license to practice law to figure out what to do. Like legal free consultation, I guess you would call it, so she can figure out what to do to write the objections or whatever. And my hands are tied and limited, like I know the rights and everything because I went to law school and all this other stuff. But my hands are tied what I can and cannot do. I can provide legal information, but I cannot provide legal advice. So that's why I asked, what do they want to do after giving them the information about what was going on with the case, and then whatever, and then what they want to do is they want to object. And then afterwards, and then also another thing, they sent 2 orders today in the mail. Well, the former attorney did. One order was basically going against the policy, right? So what happened in that situation was, I might have talked about this on this channel. Sorry, it's with my dogs. Basically, they made an order saying that people had to come to in-person hearings. I'm like, okay, well, that's against court policy. That's against the order that was given by the former chief judge and all that. So my sister, along with some assistants, filed a accommodation request, which was granted that she doesn't have to attend in person. Now all hearings can be on Zoom, like the policy says. And I guess they were brought to the judge's attention or something, so instead of apologizing or admitting it was wrong for putting that order in place in the first place, talking about so she had to come in person, they just wrote an order saying, oh, that order received, blah, blah, blah. So they admitted it was wrong without they admitting it wrong. By putting that order in place, they admitted that order, the other order shouldn't even been in place in the first place. But they didn't apologize for anything. Not that I need to apologize for them. I don't care. And if I would ask my sister, she don't care. All she care about them doing what they supposed to do, doing right. Because, like, I don't live off the apologies. Like, to me, forget the apologies. I don't care about none of that. I care about you doing what you're supposed to do and doing right. But anyway, then the other order we got, and basically was like, about the July 10th hearing, you know, the one we were subpoena in, I believe I discussed it, the one we subpoena in, but the judge would not let us speak. He let us in the courtroom, the Zoom courtroom, I should say, but he wouldn't let us talk. He wouldn't let us be heard being said. We were muted the entire time, except for a split second, we heard a stagger, and then went off. And then people that actually did attend in person, the court watchers, they were told they couldn't drink water, even though it's July 10th, 80-degree weather. They had no air conditioning in the courtroom, but the lawyers can drink water because they was, quote, using their mouths. And I believe the reason why I asked the in-person hearing anyway in the first place was, one, make it hard for us to get there because it's hard for people with disability travel. And it's hard to get my sister ready because sometimes she don't be motivated to go get ready, go do that kind of stuff. And then 2, to discourage court watchers from coming, because then we saw what they did. The court watchers actually came. They told them they couldn't do stuff like drink water. 3, to make more travel expenses, to increase our financial burden, to make it hard for us to pay attorneys to advocate for our rights or whatever. 4, the travel itself, make it hard to travel downtown Detroit or whatever, which can be confusing because there's a lot of one-way streets or whatever, and so on. So we did like ask for in-person hearing, but after, I guess it was pointed out that basically, they was wrong, it was going against court policy and all that. They received the order. And then the other order is just like a cover their butt, I think. So they won't, so because the other attorneys taking it to court, like, hey, they violated due process right, they wouldn't let them come testify for me. They wouldn't let me use them for my defense. They wouldn't let them attend. And then we also brought the fact that it's a public court, so we should be allowed to attend. Basically, that's the orders in place now. I think to cover their own ass, basically. So they can only use stuff for the record, that's on record, like the transcripts and stuff like that, and they can't use witness testimony, so we could get more detail, because people can get more detail than what's written on paper, but they don't want that because they don't want to get exposed. So, anyway, that's those 2 orders. And also, and I forgot to mention also, at the October 21st hearing, The judge himself stated, because we went to that hearing anyway, even though he didn't let us go last week, we went to that one because I just wanted to see what he's going to do. And he did what I thought he was going to do. He basically was like, myself and my niece could not testify as witnesses, even though we are witnesses. So otherwise, he's saying I'm blocking evidence from being presented to the court. Not because the evidence is omitted, because it violates the federal rules of evidence or something like that, but because he felt like it benefits him and his cronies to do so. That's basically what he was doing. So he was like, I'm not going to let them attend, and I'm going to let them attend because they're members of the public, but they're not going to testify. So I was like, we was members of the public July 10th too, so why we couldn't attend then? There's no answer for that. So that's a basic update. Like, this is a little bit shorter than last video. Hopefully I'm able to post it this time. I try to keep you guys posted to the best of my ability, but like I said, I was super busy with different things. I just got over having the virus or whatnot, the stomach flu, and all this other stuff. So I try to keep you posted as much as possible. It might not be every day, every week, but when I can post, I'm going to post. And I would encourage you, like, you going through a situation, please speak out, say something in the comments. We can talk to each other. Maybe we can brainstorm, come up with other ideas, stuff to help each other out, or whatever. Maybe we can get together, do something to, like, try to make a change different. Because this is ridiculous. This is not just a problem here in Michigan. This is a problem in places all in the United States. And anybody that's older or anybody that has disabilities or loved ones that's older have disabilities, they can be victimized. So everybody should care about this situation. So I hope to hear from you guys. Please comment below, like, share, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Until next time.